Okay, good evening, Dr. Sanders. This is Phineas Minor, and this is a video for zebra stripes. So we'll start with part one. So here's the code, here's the working code, and made some adjustments which shall be showed later on the Google Doc as I go over line by line on what I changed. But um, yeah, let's run it. It's supposed to print out some images of a zebra stripe being drawn uh across a white background. And so let's run the Java file. So we adjusted our file to um have to show that to have the user also input how many images they want to save, and or how many like after how many arcs do they want to save an image. And so ours, we put the default value at 257 because that's the amount of arcs per zebra stripe, and that's the default value. If I wanted to produce more images, I would put at a lower threshold, and then the higher the threshold, the less images that are gonna be printed out. So let's do 257 anyway, and yeah, press enter. It's gonna produce. We did 4,096 arcs. At least that's how many that are made in the image, and as you can see, it produces 17 images. So that is around one image, one stripe per image. So we'll go to our little blender, and I will show you in video form, live video form, how I was able to do it. So we go to image sequence, and then we try to find, let's go back a little bit. Supposed to be home. Yes. Here. So we press A, and then we'll add the images on here, and remove my image there. Yeah, these ones are already set up pretty well because we want every 17 frames. That's how long the she's gonna go, and so we'll press play, and I'm gonna move myself, and maybe let me pause. Um, the not this the FPS here a little smaller. Suggest that. See if it's a little longer. Prints a little longer. But yeah, as you can see, it prints out the images um as they were drawn by the code. So yeah, that's the video. And we would save it if um here, press save, and then I would just save it as a Blender file. But my laptop didn't have that storage, so we'll leave it at that. But yeah, that's how I made the 17 images into one video. And so let us go to, yes, let's just go through the lines of code. So that was part one where verbally describe, oh, my contribution shall be shown as I go through part two and explain line by line what I did. And yeah, let's let's do this in depth. Huh. So my lines will be the ones in most of the stuff we added. Daryl added a lot of the inputs, and I readjusted some of the draw fractal um functions, but so what I contributed is after Daryl brought up the idea of having a scanner inside to ask the user how many images they want to save. I was part of this try. We would save whatever the user puts inputs. Uh, so here it's defaulted as 257. That's Daryl's code. But here we would collect what the user wants and we'll try this. And then if the user, this statement, if the user says a number that's less than one or it's more than 4,112, then we'll throw an illegal argument and say that whatever value the input is out of range. But otherwise, would switch, like this switch called value the input will turn it to true, and then exit the loop, this while loop. And then this would be our exception to catch if yeah, a user enters a number that's above or below, okay, below one or above 4,112, and then this would ask them to to do it again. And then the last line is to close the scan. And then on top of that, I just after Daryl finished doing the draw fractal arc, all we had to do is add this part. Everything is the same. And then for the first arc, the one that comes from the top uh down, then we would do we added user increment, which is from here. When the same thing that I put 257, that's where we put it, and it would be used to as part of the drawing part of the code. And draw fractal arc 2, this is the second one, same thing, we just adjusted and added user increment as part of the one of the requirements for that function. And yeah, similar thing that happened down here, where we're recursively drawing the two halves. Um, just adjusted these two lines to make them include the user increment value that was input by the user. So yeah, that's that's all I have in depth. And yeah, it's a pretty cool concept to make videos out of a picture. Let's look at this one more time. Yeah. Thank you, Professor Sanders, and I hope you have a wonderful day.